At first glance, the wooden root carving looked completely ordinary, yet the man didn't hesitate to pay a hefty price for it. Why? Because he possessed a rare gift, a pair of eyes that could see through everything in the world. How much for this? You like it? The shopkeeper asked. 40,000. He replied without blinking. He paid without bargaining. This quick move caught the attention of a man nearby, Kevin. He couldn't understand why anyone would spend so much on what looked like a simple piece of craftsmanship, but seeing the buyer's guarded expression, he decided not to question it aloud. The man, whose name was Ray, wasted no time. He took the carving home and carefully cracked it open. Inside, hidden in the hollow wood, was an aged scroll, a treasure map, and as they say, only a fool would turn away from easy money. The very next day, Ray rounded up a few friends and set off on a treasure hunt. They climbed mountains, crossed rivers, and trusted that the map would lead them straight to gold. But as they neared the destination, one of the group, Paul, felt something was off. Wait, something's not right, he said quietly. Feels like people have been here recently. He pulled out his binoculars and, sure enough, spotted a group of heavily armed men in the distance. Drug traffickers, most likely. If they were caught, the treasure would be the last thing they'd ever see. For safety, Paul suggested they take a longer route. Ray agreed immediately, but despite their caution, they were still discovered, surrounded. Ray had no choice but to hand over the treasure map. Can this map buy our lives? He asked, but one of the gang leaders, Victor, had other ideas. He wanted the treasure for himself. He ordered his men to tie them up. Ray knew he had to act fast. I can see things you can't, he said. This map alone won't lead you to the treasure. Another gang member, Jack, had heard rumors for years about treasure hidden in the area, yet no one had ever found it. How can we trust you? Jack asked. I'll prove it, Ray said confidently. He activated his golden eyes. With a single glance, he saw right through Jack's clothes and revealed the scars hidden on his body. Jack was stunned, but quickly composed himself. No one wants to mess with someone who could lead them to gold. Reluctantly, they let Ray guide them. As they moved ahead, Ray noticed pebbles on the ground, smooth, round ones. Where there are pebbles, there's water, he thought, and where there's water, there's a chance that treasure could be buried nearby. But his real plan? Escape. Jack wasn't easily fooled. I've lived here for years. There's no stream. Are you playing games with me? Ray's heart nearly stopped, but Jack didn't press further. Still, Ray knew one wrong move could be his last. Until he found a foolproof way out, he had no choice but to play along. Soon, they reached the treasure site. The ground glittered with gold. The gang was instantly distracted, eyes wide, minds lost in greed. No one cared about Ray anymore. He seized the moment and slipped deeper into the cave, because what he was truly after wasn't the gold, it was a notebook hidden inside. But before he could even flip it open, a gun pressed against the back of his head. The notebook was snatched away. Jack assumed it was even more valuable than the treasure. Before he could examine it, another gang member burst in, an enemy he hadn't seen in years. Tempers flared, fights broke out. Jack was overwhelmed and knocked to the ground. Ray rushed to recover the notebook, but just as he laid his hands on it, boom, gas grenades rained down from above. Thick clouds filled the cave. From the smoke emerged a group wearing gas masks, calm, silent, and precise. They walked straight to Ray, unbothered by the chaos. And Ray, well, all he had was his gift and a ticking clock.